you have a business deal, they come late, they come unrepresentable. Let's say they're wearing a graphic t-shirt with some baggy jeans. How would that make you feel as a client? No, think about it. As a client, would you want to cut a deal with someone that can't represent themselves? If they can't represent themselves, how do you expect them to represent their own company or business? And the same thing for the golfers. Imagine showing up late to your tee time wearing a graphic t-shirt with some baggy jeans. They would obviously ask you to leave just because you're representing yourself as a golfer. And you're also representing the country club and the organization that's running the tournament. As you can see, these are two totally different topics with the same meaning. I introduce to you golf is life. I take this topic to heart because I can relate. I know how it feels to be a junior golfer. This sport is so underestimated. It's crazy. I've been told I'm not playing a real sport and it's just a hobby. But I, Zaydan Blanchard, can prove that this sport is not just a sport, it's a life skill. The effects of playing golf: it can build character, it can build your mindset, and show others the kind of person you are. For character and development, always just a part of your goals. For example, a golfer. A golfer must wear his spikes, golf pants, golf belt, tucked in shirt, collared, with a hat. Well, as you can see, I'm not wearing a hat right now, but if I was on the course right now, I would make sure I have my hat. And the same goes for female golfers. The only difference is that they would wear a skirt, but they would always make sure they have their spikes, the tucked in shirt, and their hat. Next, we have decisions. Let's say someone is teeing off from the tee box after the tournament. They hit a nice drive, but into a fairway bunker. They see that the distance is 190 yards. They normally hit their hybrid 190 yards from grass, but they never use it in a bunker. But they know in the back of their head that they comfortably hit their 7-iron out of a fairway bunker. Let's just say that person decided to use a hybrid they've never used before, and they top the ball and the ball is still in the bunker. Let's say if they used their 7-iron because they know that they're comfortable with it. I guarantee they would have gotten out of it. I mean, yeah, they would have probably been short of the green, but they could still chip on the green to stay for par. In this aspect, this defines the kind of person you are mentally when it comes to making decisions. For example, if you agree with him using his hybrid that he's never used before, no experience using it out of a bunker, that means you're a big risk taker. And that can be a good thing because you're not afraid of any obstacles or the outcome of your risk you make. Although, if you did decide to use a 7-iron, that means you play it safe in life. Like, for example, you knew you never used your hybrid before out of a bunker, but you've used it on the fairway. But you know for sure you used your 7-iron rigorous amount of times out of a fairway bunker. Yeah, you know you may be short of the green, but at least you know you're good at chipping and you can chip next to the hole and still save a par. Or you can even make it in. But take a moment to ask yourself, do you really want it? Is it worth my energy? Is it worth all that time and effort? If it is, just go for it. And that doesn't only go for golfers, that goes for anyone trying to pursue their career in life. Whether you're an athlete, teacher, doctor, lawyer, anything, just go for it. A solution to having a golfer's mindset. If you're not a golfer, that's fine. But whatever you do out there, always have a golfer's mindset. When it comes to achieving your dream goal or your dream job, you must pursue it like a golfer. The same way we are dedicated to the game. According to Charles McGrath, Doyle's passion for the game was such a little piece of that mystery of his life. Why didn't he write about it more? Doyle didn't write much about it because he already expressed himself through his art by creating Sherlock Holmes. If he wasn't able to free his mind by playing golf, he wouldn't have been able to write masterpieces and create the character Sherlock Holmes. I hope you took a valuable lesson to this today. You don't have to be a golfer to think like one. If you simply think like one, your life will be so much easier, it'll be so much more successful. And thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.